Hi all, right, back Animax in Kharkov, German Soul, part 23. Last part was quite quick, so I'm still here just now. I probably won't get too much of this in, but what are we going to do? it's it's our impulse, and I have no idea. Um, we can't activate the third core because we used our any one unit move, so the wee markers up there telling us that. Um, we can't activate any one unit. We've used that for the turn. So we can activate 40 core, which might be what we're going to do, because I can't think of anything else to do. I mean, core rouse or 48 core. 48 core units sitting there. He's surrounded. Can't move him. He's already got an IP, so can't build an IP. Core rouse. I could build an IP on this unit. That's about all that we're going to get out of that. It has artillery as a combat tactic, so I mean, I get the feeling there's a temptation to attack this time with 40 core, and well, yeah, this was another consideration, wasn't it? Attacking with 48. So yeah, I suppose that is a possibility. We would drop her at IP with that though, so there's that downside. And what did I say? Like, play it. Well, if I use the reinforced battle now, I would have to activate with that. Use reinforced battle with that. Could chuck artillery in it with that, and just leave ourselves one card in hand, and just pass a little bit till the end of the turn. Sounds a bit wild, but I suppose just to get more combat chit draws. Was attacking with this, reinforce them with this, would be 9 strength against 2, and if we chucked artillery into the battle, we would get 1, 2 for that unit, 1 for that unit, 3, and then 2, 2 for the combat tactics, 5. So you'd have 4 to 1 with 5 chip pools on a 1-step infantry unit. So yeah, would remove surround from that guy. However, he's not. It's not that he does have a unit adjacent to get his supplies, so I don't really know if it's. I mean, it might be better. However, the 2 strength, the other 2 strength guys are. He's a 2-step unit, so well, let's go and have a look at him. Yeah, so now it's talking about using 40 core to maybe go for this guy. Again, with his IP, he's got 10 strength. Don't think we would be able to reinforce with anything though. So that would be 5 to 1 odds with 3 chip pools there. Although you could chuck artillery into that as well. Yeah, I can't reinforce. There's nothing I can get into that into a hex adjacent, because this is full, obviously. So it'll be 5 to 1 with 4 chip pools if I played the artillery. That does mean you keep the 48 core Panzer core card, but yeah, there's not a real use for it, to be honest. Yeah, I think they're the sort of two real options I've got. I mean, well, we spoke about this before, because we almost attacked this guy before, didn't we? At the end of the turn, didn't we? With the last impulse we had. I've got to put that back on top in case I wonder what's going on. And then realised that I think we only had 5 to 1 with 3 chip pools, didn't we? And we realised we really have to eliminate that guy. And the chances of that, well, I would have needed D4 to eliminate them, and I'm only drawing 3 chits. Okay, if I chuck artillery in, I've got 4 chit draws, but because, well, I'm saying I can't really chase after him. I could advance after combat, and if I can get advanced, the thing is, he's going to go retreat. Well, where is he going to? Can we? Is this gamey to find out where this guy would retreat to? Is this allowed, Martin? I don't know. It seems a bit naughty, doesn't it? Soviet VP hex, not in forward direction, not adjacent to forward direction. Woods. Yeah, I mean, his first retreat's definitely got to be in there if we are attacking from there. So it's definitely going to be in there. And then, well, I think he's going to go into one of the woods. However, he could go into Slavans. Yeah, it's still going to be 2 hexes away. Yeah, that's right, yeah. He could go into Slavans. Yeah, that's where he's going to go. And that makes sense, because we're talking about being able to break through there and maybe take that 2 victory points. He's obviously going to retreat into there, isn't he? Yeah. So, I mean, if he does that, even if we get D3, he goes retreat, takes a step walks into Slavyansk, and he's sitting in Slavyansk with 1 step. And, okay, if we get the miracle D4 out of 4 chits, he is eliminated, but... And then we could advance after combat 1, and then 2 into there, or maybe 2 into there, and be proximate to Slavyansk. But what was the chances of getting D4 there? Come on. 5-1, no, that we drew a chit, or well, you know what, that's going to be in the set aside cup. Then we no draw the chit that done the D2 for 5-1, D2 and A1. That would do. But it's in the set aside chit, it's not shuffled in. I'm pretty sure it is anyway. I think we've seen it quite recently. Okay, well, I guess they're the 2 sort of options. I mean, this looks the sort of bolder move, doesn't it? You know, the one that's gonna get aggressive and possibly having a chance. You know what I mean? Let's say even we just retreat him twice. If we retreat him twice, he goes back to Slavyansk and sits there, and we probably don't advance after him. And again, maybe we do. We could still 2 hex advance if he goes back there, 1 into there and then 1 into there. Or into there as well if we wanted to. It looks a more exciting sort of one, doesn't it? Whereas attacking here looks a bit meh, really. Although there's more chance, I'm pretty sure, it feels like there's more chance of getting this guy. So I mean, we would be giving ourselves a good chance of eliminating a unit, rather than unlikely we're going to get that first guards unit. However, I'd be using 3 cards up here or just 2 up the top, but then the 2 up the top would leave us this card in our hand, and yeah. Right, what if the third corps, could they have an attack on something? I don't think so. I suppose other crazy thoughts could be activate. Oh well, we can't activate 3rd corps just now anyway, though, Grant. Could we do something in between, then activate 3rd corps and do an attack with them, reinforcing the... Nah, I mean, you're going to be up against this or this. No, none of that feels like a good idea. Hmm. And yeah, and like I've said, the other sort of card is the core rouse, but I can't see a good attack with them. I mean, they are sitting both adjacent to this, but that's 4 against 4. He's a 3-step unit, and we can't reinforce. Yeah, we can't do nothing with that. That's just rubbish. I think if I'm going to, that's the thing. If I'm going to use this card at all, I'm probably just going to be building an IP on the core rouse unit. It's either that or we drop them back, but I don't think so. I think while this unit's here solid, he's got the second SS unit behind, and these 2 rouse units are sitting there. I don't fear for Belgorod at the moment. I mean, okay. And in fact, let's look at these guys. Are they both armoured? No, they're not. These 2 units are coming in for them next turn. And they get a weak 2 strength 3rd tank unit as well, but they are coming in next turn, so that could change things up a little bit. Where did I put him? Right, no. But again, they're not just coming onto the map. They're going to get involved. Well, yeah. Once we check this attack next turn in the 40th Army, then you can add 9 strength to that. That 7's going to become 16. So there is that. Yeah, okay. That brings it home a little bit. But I don't know. What do we do about that, really? We could think ahead, and possibly, but then he's coming out of VP hex, you see, and this guy's surrounded. I wonder if that makes that more an urgent attack then, because if I took this guy out, I would be able to double hex advance into there, wouldn't I? Ooh. I'll tell you what, that's not a terrible idea then. That's starting to make a bit more sense. If I attack here and we chuck this guy in as well, just to try and make sure that, then he can advance after combat 1, 2 hexes into there. He's in Volchansk with this other unit. He's not surrounded anymore. There's still not a gap. Yeah, that's starting to sound like a better idea to me. So do I chuck 3 cards away right now? Really? Is that what I should be doing? What did I say? What are they going to have left? 7 cards because 1 shuffled in. Yeah, they've got 7 cards left, but these cards don't do anything for me. The only one that this pulls out, so I could use this to pull out of an attack, which could be seen if this guy got any bother. But the other cards in my hand are not. They've not. These 3 cards don't have a real great use. It sounds silly to be saying that, but I mean the only one that's maybe important, I suppose, could be the 40th Panzer Corps. If I wanted to try and, maybe I should be considering spreading these out. We've got them in one stack, but Kramatorsk is there. I'd probably be leaving a 4 strength unit in there, but I suppose that could allow you to move 2 of the other ones away and bring them down. Yeah. Here was me with nothing to do, and now I'm finding things to do and not being able to make my mind up. Yeah, well, that's just you, Grant, isn't it? Making your mind up. Okay, I think I'm still being swayed into doing this. The only downside is if I use these 3 cards up, which I think is probably worthwhile, the one card I'm probably going to be just maybe wanting to keep is this one, and that means that I'm only going in with 5 strength and using artillery. 3 chip pools. 3 chip pools with artillery. I mean, I still need D3 to eliminate that guy. It's not that he's surrounded or anything. So I still need D3, don't I? Well, to be honest, yeah, no, we want to retreat him twice. We want to retreat him twice to get the 2 hex advance. And then advance into the town. Yeah, I don't think that's going to cut it with. Whereas if we chuck the reinforced battle, extra chip pool. Well, extra, oh yeah, because we get a chip pool from that guy as well. And the combat tactic. It's just that having the 40th Panzer Corps card in my hand, because like I say, the Soviets still have 7 cards left. If something was to happen in this area, then I could see myself maybe realising that bringing the 40 core units down is probably a better idea. I certainly don't feel like the attack up there is a good idea anymore. If anything, I'm going to attack here. Okay, I think I'm going to do this. I think, but we're not there yet. Let's start going through the procedure and see if I change my mind. I mean, there is a combat tactic draw for the Soviets, obviously, that could put a spanner in the works. Right, let's have a look at it then. So, if we activate this guy, that's all we've got. So we're activating that guy, and well, in fact, all we're doing with him, we can't move with him or nothing. All we're doing with him is attacking, aren't we? And then with that IP is coming off. So let's go through that just now. Now, I do hold the rights to changing this if I feel, if I feel the need. So yeah, that is only 5-2, and it would only be 2-1 odds with 2 chip pools. That would be that. I mean, okay, I'm happy to put this in. That'd be 2-1 odds with 3 chip pools. We really want a D2 result. I mean, D3 ideally, but I think if we're going to get that, we do need to play this to reinforce the battle. Now, let's just double check that, just in case we've missed anything condition-wise. Well, I was getting myself right in a muddle there. I started reading the German combat tactics for reinforced battle, which I should, and halfway through it I'm saying the selected units must be supplied, undispersed, and in the same army. And I'm thinking, oh, they're not in the same army. And then I'm thinking, wait, now you're looking at German combat tactics, Grant, it should be the other one. And I'm looking across there and I'm thinking, no, that's right. It's just because the muddle up was obviously Soviets talking armies, and we mainly talking corps. You know, they're the German army to the Soviets is their front, isn't it? Rather than this is from the same army. They're from 4th Panzer Army, so it's all right. Yeah, but I was just like getting all confused there. A defending unit adjacent to a reinforcing attacking unit stat moves adjacent to the hex under attack if not already there. Yeah, that was one of my daft questions back a while back. I may split up. Well, he's already there. No, we can't move him to get surrounded. We don't really want to move him out of there anyway. We could move to flank. However, if we do that, I'm not actually sure we'd have the movement. No. I don't think so, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to move into there. No, I don't think he would. The thing is, then he'd be out the town, and then this guy might not, if he doesn't get the advance, then we've got Volchansk empty. No, we wouldn't be moving that guy. I am not seeing what I thought I would be seeing regarding defending. Have they changed that? That's good then, because I always found that one a bit rough. And what I'm meaning is, if you recall me talking, actually I had to put a comment in the header as well, because he didn't have the movement to do it. This guy was defending, these were attacking this, and I did have reinforced battle in my hand, and I talked about going out and in and maybe reinforcing. I didn't have the movement to do it, as it turns out anyway, like I say, put comment in the header. But I was concerned that because he's only got 4 strength, I was only allowed to bring along at most 4 strength. I don't see that now, because that used to be the case in Enemy Action Ardennes. Now, could it have been only in the Soviet solo game? And maybe in Enemy Action Ardennes that was the same as well. Possibly. Maybe it's only in one of the games. Or maybe they have removed it. But I always thought that was rough. I thought, I've got 5 strength here, I can reinforce the battle, but I'm not allowed to because it's more than the 4 that's already there. Anyway, okay, so... Right, so if I reinforce battle, that then brings this guy into the combat then. So that's where we're sitting just now. And I don't really see the need to keep hold of this. Really. I mean... Yeah, I can't see anything happening that the core Rouse units will want to make a move, but yeah, you're saying that just now, Grant. Well, we already had an activation of the 40th Army and they've done nothing. I mean, I have just said that come next turn, they probably will be doing something because they're going to have 9 more strength and an armoured unit as well, so that'll be a different story, but that's not until next turn. So I can't see the need to keep this, and it gives me that extra chance, so... If I'm going ahead with this, I think I'm playing that as well for artillery. So, what numbers would you have then, Grant? You'd have... I'd have 9 to 2. And... So just go check the procedure here. This is a German attack. Declare target and attacking units. Play combat tactics. And then we'd be drawing a Soviet card. So as soon as we draw the Soviet card, that's us committed. But I'm going to just linger about a bit to see if I'm going to do that. So we've got 9 to 2, so we've got 41 odds. And chip pools would be 1-2 for that unit, because he's a 3-stepper. 1 for that unit, that's 3. And then we're bringing 2 combat tactics in, so it is 5. So 41 odds with 5 chip pools. It's pretty good. I mean, it's got a chance of elimination, that I would think. We've got armour. We don't have him flanked, which is a bit of a pity, but he does have a defender adjacent. See, once you start, we've got artillery, but once you start thinking of the bad things here, and he's still to draw a combat tactic. So there's all that to worry about. Okay, I'm going to pause and hopefully I'm going to come back when I press record. I'm going to make my final decision. Okay, I do get the feeling that this could be a mistake, and once I start drawing these last 7 cards I might regret this, but I'm going to do it. So we've got artillery in this battle, and we've got 41 odds, and we've got 5 chip pools, and D3 would be excellent. However, D2 is our have to have, really. Well, yeah, I suppose it would nudge him back 1x. Would I advance? Possibly. Okay, right. I'm gonna go with them. Right. Okay. Done. As soon as I draw this card, though, there's no going back, right? So. Yeah, because we can still activate third core. So, you know, my worry about using this card, this is my biggest worry about using that card, because I could maybe start bringing 40 core units down. We still can activate third core, and they are our strongest, well, our most united core, I would think. So I could move them in some kind of emergency. Right, let's do it. Right, Soviet combat tactic. Fixed artillery, they're going to get that. Damn. I was kind of hoping for a Popov card though, or a third tank card or something like that. Not really the 6th Army units card. Just as to burn a card, but however, that is going to give them artillery, isn't it? Well, I mean, we're only... there's the barrage zone there, so it's 2 hexes outside. So yeah, they get... In fact, is it not bigger? Fixed artillery range is 3 now on turn 2, so... yeah. Strategic movement. I forgot about that. I think most of our units are adjacent to Soviet units though, aren't they? And I would guess that when I looked up the rules for that, I'm probably not allowed to use it if I'm adjacent to a Soviet unit. Right, okay, so, well, we've got artillery cancelling each other out, so fingers crossed we get the priority on our side if any of the chips turn up. Right, okay, here goes. Leave a small gap there. 41 odds, 5 chip pools. Right, well, we get the... yeah, is this our first attack? It is, isn't it? Yeah, nothing's different to what we've been playing before though, is there? We could yeah, we can draw the minimum 2. Oh no, we can draw the minimum 1. There's only a 1-step unit, so let me just open the rulebook just in case. Yeah, nothing different there. So we draw the minimum 1, and then we can decide how many between that and 5 that we want to draw. So I'll get the minimum 1. I just don't believe that. Oh, this game's cruel at times. That's not fair. A little 1-step infantry unit with 2 strength is got now an A1 and D-1 result. What was it on the other side? It was dispersed. Defender dispersed, unsupplied, or not supported. Yeah. Well, I suppose that this is one of these moments that if you were inclined to manipulate your videos, it'd be the perfect time to do it, wouldn't it? Be like, no, I'm not having that. Put that back. Pause. Cut that bit out. Redo it. Oh, that's horrible. That's horrible. Right, well, I mean, I can't just stop there, can I? I've got to try for something. So, but I mean, sitting at D-1 already, and I hit ourselves. Ugh. Right, well, yeah, I'm just going all in. So we're going to draw 4 more chats. That is just hurting as well. You maybe can't see the number on the card, but it's a 4. And it's only attack of command 5, and that would have been an amazing response if it had been attack of command 4 or 5 for a D2. Again, dispersed unsupplied on the back side. So, yeah, it doesn't apply, right? 3 to come. Right, I give up. Right, 2 to come. Right. Oh, that doesn't apply. I'm thinking it's 5 to 1 and it's not. It's NKVD on the front, 5 to 1 on the back. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. I very much doubt it would have done anything because we're not doing anything. Yeah, and just to mock me yet again, it gives me a D1 hit right at the end for clear. City Town on the other side, clear. That's just horrible. Yeah, well, that's what can happen. I think we've had a couple of attacks against us, to be honest, that we've come out of it like that. So maybe I'm not remembering them. I mean, yeah, I want to say there's a couple of attacks we've had recently that's that's went in our favour. But yeah, I was hopeful of something there. You know, two defender adjacent chats. Just so the result is going to be D-1 and A1. So the result is a hit to us with A1. Okay, a hit to us. No artillery drawn there either. So the only thing was we burnt another card for the Soviets. But it's such a shame that, because I'm thinking it feels like I've done. Well, I'm not saying I've done a great job, but I mean, it feels like I've held pretty well defensively. I mean, we're closing in on the end of turn 2. Okay, the Soviets still have a bit more stuff to do, right enough, but I just felt like I've been getting decent results when just being defensive, and that's the first time I've tried to. I mean, okay, well, yeah. And then the thing is, it's this guy that's going to take the hit, innit? We've got a hit to take, so I mean, it's going to be the same, innit? Assign German step loss to unit of your choice. However, first step loss must be to a 3-step unit or armoured unit. Does he go to a 3? No, he doesn't. He goes to a 2. It's tempting, that one though, isn't it? It's tempting to take the hit on this guy, and because none of our second SS units are, and this is a good bit about, remember if any of you watched my Soviet solo game, the fact that second SS are complete, they don't have any infantry units at all, don't think, and also the same is true of the 48th Panzer Corps, and when you're replacing points, you have to target one-step infantry units, one-step non-mechanised units even, before you can target mechanised units to repair them. But the good thing about these two corps is you're always going to have the ability to target a one-step mechanised unit. So, and once I take this guy down to 2 steps, he's never getting back to 3 steps. I think I've just talked myself into that, haven't I? So, although there's a slight risk in the victory point going down to that, also the possibility, alright, hang on. I mean, also the possibility if this guy was taken out somehow, this guy would lose his supply trace. But I mean, what's going to take him out, really? You know, there's not a gap. They can't get in and in here, so it's only this hex against them. Yeah, I suppose they could gang up with another 5 strength, maybe. It's possible. I'm going to go with that, I think. Take the hit on that. Right, I think that might be Tracy on our way back, so that's our impulse over. Yeah, a bit disappointing. We have 1 card left in our hand, it's this. We can pass a little bit. No advance after combat. And yeah, a bit disappointing, but yeah, well. So that was, what was that? That was 48th Corps that we activated. So we can get access to 3rd Corps next turn, next impulse. But I dare say we might be passing a little bit. Right, I better go for now. That's a birthday girl back, so I better do the right thing. Okay, I'm not sure if I'll just put this out as a part. I might do, it's only 34 minutes, but I might just do that actually. Anyway, or either that or I'll tag on a German impulse. We shall see. Okay, I'll be back soon, guys. Cheers.